Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Casper Network, aka Casper. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So similar to my Q&T video, yes, I'm recording this a little bit ahead of time, so price action is going to 100% change. But I just want to share with you guys the fact that we just recently broke out a little bit. And I just want to say right now, I know that this is very exciting. But what needs to happen for this continuation of us going, higher is us maintaining this push above the 10-day EMA, or this is technically the 10 4-hour EMA. So we are watching this closely. I mean, even if we do break below it and retest that 3.5 cent zone, that is perfectly fine. But if we end up breaking below that, we will retest a low at about like 3 cents, which is the demand zone down here. It's not technically 3 cents exact. It's about like 0.032. But we are watching to see if we do break down below this. Recently, the price action has been great, but I just want to warn you guys that one, we have been, hitting some resistance zones on Casper, and we are right now watching the CPI report today. So volatility will most likely expand as we do continue out the day. So just be aware of that. I know that a lot of people have been, getting a little bit itchy to FOMO in. I have been DCAing in on Casper around this range that we have been seeing since going back as far as, June. And it has been something special, but I want you guys to understand that, like, when we start pumping like this is where most people try to get, as much Casper as possible, thinking that it's going to go much higher. We'll most likely have a little bit of a pullback depending on what Bitcoin does. So just be, cautious here. If you guys have been DCAing in, that's totally fine. That's totally welcoming, and I do think that you guys should have been, as I have been telling you guys that for the longest time. But yeah, it's very exciting that we have been seeing, Casper start to break out. I definitely am watching the 4-hour time frame. On the daily, we still look pretty good. The only issue that I do see is that we still are kind of battling some resistance going all the way back to June, which was the resistance zone that we were trading at around before we did have this drop down to about our low, which was about 2 cents almost. But with that being said, let's talk about a few things. Let's discuss a few things as well. So we do see here from Casper Army Official, which is, of course, the first NFT marketplace. And they have a few things as well that they are building out. But they do say why they chose Casper in general. Upgradable contracts, weighted key, security and transparency adopted by enterprises. These are a few of the many reasons to why join us to influence future projects. Now, I just recently talked about Casper actually on my TikTok. And I know it's kind of weird that I do have a TikTok, but when we talk about Casper, when we discuss Casper, I always look at it as Ethereum 3.0 because of the CBC protocol that it is built upon. That protocol is not going to be upgraded on Ethereum until they do make the push towards Ethereum 3.0. And just to give you guys an insight, we're not even at Ethereum 2.0, and look at how long Ethereum's been out. It's been out for almost 7 years entirely. So if you think about it, Casper is well over 7 years ahead of Ethereum. How crazy is that? The technology stack under Casper, but also like the development behind the scenes on Casper, the ecosystem, the community, like things like that are huge. And I think that what we are really kind of looking at with Casper is just how early we actually are in the project. I know that price action doesn't really matter if you are, I look at where Casper was going back to like the summer of 2021, like during this time where it felt like, we were buying like the lowest price action on Casper ever. It was going to go to this, that, whatever. I just remember the feeling of buying, here, and like we are well below that currently. And I say this because like I know that we always want to get the best deal for our buck. And we have been. I mean, going back to the summer of just 2022, aka just like a couple months ago, we were able to buy quite a bit for our dollar. And we aren't really too far up from the, low end down here. I know that we are up about roughly, 62%. But in crypto terms, that is not that much. I would be, really kind of looking to buy around the support range of like almost 3.5 cents. I think that is a perfect area to look at. But even from 3.5 cents to where we are now, it's not that big of a change. But the reason why I bring up price action and the reason why I talk about it is just because of how early we actually are to Casper. Remember, there's still so much opportunity in terms of major listings around Casper as well. Shout out to Kevin Cage here, but I seen him tweet out saying, another day waiting for Casper listings. Binance US, Kraken FX, Gemini, Coinbase, FTX Official, DeFi, decentralized exchanges, automated market maker, bridges being built, marketplaces and NFTs, upgrades, new partners. Yeah, I mean, like I even said, Casper will be a giant during the next run. Only a few realize how big of an opportunity this is. So much more potential with building happening day in and day out. Casper development has not slowed down at all. In fact, a few of these major networks that I am invested into, like for an example, Hedera, has not slowed down. They actually, put their foot on the gas and accelerated the growth and the development around the ecosystem, which you love to see. That is what you want to see during a bear market. If you are not seeing that around a project, 9 times out of 10, it's just not a good project to be invested into. This is also why I say like this time, is where you want to utilize your time properly. You want to make sure that you are researching, learning, understanding. Make sure that you are looking into this, market through a major sort of visionary, in-depth look. Like, can this project solve this problem? If it is going after this industry, is it solving major issues around that industry? Are they actually doing what they set out to do in their white paper? Are they building? Are they developing? Like things like that are pivotal for this moment in time. And Casper has been absolutely, building out solid things. The ecosystem is continuously growing. Like we do see here, the .oracle NFT Bridge connecting Casper network to the world. I just talked about this in my last Casper video, but we just seen an update from 22 hours ago where they did say, what is .oracle? Multi-chain, NFT Bridge. Here you guys have it. The bridge combines high scalability with superior security. It works by creating wrapped NFTs that preserve the original assets metadata without duplicating the assets themselves. It allows to transfer NFTs between EVM chains, non-EVM, and also Casper. And we do see all the chains associated down here and that they support over 20 plus EVM and non-EVM chains, Avalanche, Gate.io. I believe that's Gate.io. I don't know what token this actually is. It looks like the Gate.io icon, so I don't know if I'm right on that. But a few of these other ones we are obviously aware of. But this is great to see because even when you look at like the users base, it is around like cross-chain games, cross-chain marketplaces, NFT projects in general. You do see all the NFT standards. This is awesome for the ecosystem to continue to grow. It is also helping individuals from those other chains realize what Casper is, who Casper is, and they also will start to transition over. We started to see this even with HBAR, with Hedera's NFT platform, Zeus Market. A lot of the projects that are launching on, HBAR are actually bridging to Solana as well, and Solana users are finding out about HBAR NFTs, and the NFT sector has been exploding on Hedera. So I do expect the same thing to happen with .oracle or with Casper through .oracle, and I'm very excited about this. And also, we do see over here from Casper Labs, where do you think blockchain has the most potential to unlock significant revenue? Supply chain tracking, inventory, authenticity, market, digital collectibles, fine art, luxury goods, financial, banking, DeFi, claim tracking, identity, digital rights, IP, music, sports, and games. And honestly, it's crazy because, to me, I think all of these are a great source of revenue streams for a lot of these projects. And a lot of the projects that we do invest into are, really kind of hitting the nail on the head with all of these major industries. But so is Casper. Casper is, really ushering into, this market with a squad behind it going after every single one of these markets, building out solid use cases around a lot of them, and I'm very excited for that. Again, a lot of people down here will say, like, finance, banking based on transaction volume alone, all of the above, prioritizing to capture more of the market share is a must, but also prioritize to go after the largest adoption / utility opportunity is in all four, and I know that like this is like a hard tweet to read because of like the grammar, but and one must partake in all of those to be successful in a long run. Grab the market share everywhere. And a lot of people are, responding. You love to see it, but yeah, I would say like all of the above. And I think that, Casper is going after all of them, and they are definitely disrupting some major markets. And also over here, Casper hit officially 1 million blocks. You love to see it. And we do see down here like this milestone showcases the sophisticated and historical beginnings of the Casper, blockchain. It went live on March 31st, 2021, and since then, Casper has helped bold and new ideas come to life across nearly 650,000 deploys and fostered an accelerating, ecosystem. In those 1 million blocks, the community has transferred billions of Casper, minted NFTs, including from space, bridged tokens to other blockchain networks, issued on, chain patents, auctioned valuable asset-backed NFTs. There has been, a tremendous ecosystem growth in tolling, explorers, oracles, wallets, validators, staking pools, games, DAOs, DeFi partners, CeFi, and also even software houses. There's more to build. Let's work together. And there's some very special news to really kind of look into. And the news is, guess what? Casper's here. They are truly making, their name known. They are making a lot of noise. And the crazy thing is that once we started to move a little bit in price, I seen so many people message me saying like, okay, how do you buy Casper? That's the thing. Nobody cares about a token when it's, having this massive drop in price and it's just trading sideways. Like I told you guys during this time frame back here, like, just DCA in. There's no reason not to DCA in. And a lot of people were saying like, all right, Casper's going to zero. We told you guys it was a scam. It's never going anywhere. I love when the market does that. I love the psychological thrills that this market will throw at you as an investor, but also even as like, someone that's here for the technology. You love to see that. And also, Casper did announce the 4 major things that they are focused on, network growth and upgrades, tokens on Casper, NFTs, research and development. So you'll love to see that. And also somebody said, when is the Casper token payment schedule completed? Last month release for options 1 and 4 on the public sale will be at the end of the month. So yeah, we are going to see that at the end of the month as well. Some monumental times ahead for, Casper holders and the Casper ecosystem. You love to see it. And I just want to end off this video with this. So we did see together in a joint venture with Ariadne, I hope that I'm saying that right, Casper is paving the way for the next generation financial system. What do you see down here? How you build, financial infrastructure on the Casper network. A thread, Casper Labs is building the next generation financial system with blockchain together in a joint venture with Ariadne. The project is called Nucleus Finance. We're tackling the issues of in-house reconciliation, lack of standardization, and segregated data lakes within financial service companies. The JV will offer an end-to-end finance system based on standardized algorithmic financial contracts with lifecycle management and included tokenization capabilities, which will result in 1, decreased cost while increasing efficiency within financial service companies, deep financial insights through machine-readable financial contracts, real-time verifiable audits through the immutability of the blockchain, more efficient tradability, and securitization of financial contracts through tokenization. Additional features will include on-chain elements with off-chain computation in a trusted execution environment to utilize the best of both worlds, agnostics, payment channels, fiat cryptocurrencies, and also CBDCs. This is huge and very, very exciting news. And I think that everyone should be at this current moment in time paying attention, because we look at some of the major blockchains in this space, or I should say crypto projects like ADA that started out as like, it was like no noise at all. And then it did a massive run and every single big YouTuber jumped on the ball and started to, really kind of talk about it. Remember, ADA is sitting at a $17.2 billion market cap at 51 cents. Its all-time high, I think it was like what, $3 or something. I think over here they actually give us a view on that. So let's check this out real quick. I don't know why this show more tab is not working. 1 second. I think CMC is glitching for me. Okay, there we go. So the all-time high was $3.10 just a little under a year ago. It was September 2nd, 2021. When we go look at Casper and we really kind of, let's just go to the weekly view real quick. So let's actually look at this. So $3.10 would be right under the 1272. From our current price, so just sharing with you guys from our current price, $3.10 would be nearly an 85x opportunity. Just to give you an insight, from our low recently back in June, this would be 136x opportunity, and from the support range, 123x opportunity. Now, do I think that we could smash right through that number and go to like almost $4? 100%. Because tokenomics are far better than 88 at this current moment in time. This would be almost a 110x opportunity. This is why I do think that everyone should be paying attention to Casper. And again, I'm not a huge YouTuber, so a lot of people won't really, hear, this video. They won't know about Casper until it really kind of takes off. And it sucks for those people, but a lot of them, a lot of you that are here early enough to see this video to realize where we are, currently within this market, you guys definitely, know what to do. You know that this is a project that you should be keeping a close eye out on, DCAing in on any sort of drop in this market. And right now, like I said, Casper is starting to break out a little bit above that, 10. This is on the weekly, by the way, on the weekly EMA, but this is on the 10 weekly EMA that we're starting to kind of break out against. Just mind you that we still need a very significant move above it to confirm this, because even going back as far as March 2022, when we did break out above it, we got stopped out on the 20 weekly EMA at about roughly it would be 4.5 cents nearly at this point here. But there's significant resistance there that we need to break out of. But if we could break back up above that and head to the 6-cent zone and get back into that demand range going back as far as March, then we will definitely be targeting that like 11-cent zone up there. So that's, pretty substantial at this current moment in time, because even from our current level that we are at, to get back to that 11-cent zone, this would be almost a 200% move. And going off of this bottom range here, it would be about almost a 4x run just to that range alone. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.